Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to create the Aries bracelet. This is the next one in the Zodiac series. This one here is a reversible design, so you could wear it on this side or you can wear it on the back side, which I think is really cool. There's not a lot to it, but it's really cool. There's nothing too fancy to this bracelet here. It is actually a variation of the Gemini bracelet. I would say this is like a fishtailed version. It's a much tighter version of that. So you need 102 bands total. So the white you would need 54. The orange you would need 24. And the pink you would need 24. So I will have all that down below. Without rambling on too much longer, let's get those bands ready and we can get started. So to make this bracelet, you will need to have a total of 4 bar pins. If you want a full wraparound bracelet, it's a 2-wide setup. When you buy the loom, it already comes staggered. You just want to remove this bar. You actually don't have to. You can leave it there. I just find it easier to not have it there. And then you'll have the next 2 bars set up right in front of it. If I didn't say it already, you want to make sure that they are staggered. You do not want these 2 bars to be aligned. And if you don't know how to connect 2 looms together, I do have a video showing you how to do that, and I'll link it below. Make sure you also, of course, have your hook and 1 C-clip. So the first bands we're going to lay are the white that's inside here. I'm going to use this pinky jelly color. We're going to start by just laying 1 on the center loosely for when we close it at the end. And then I'm going to go straight 1 and then to the right 1. Like that. And now we're just going to go straight up. So I'm just going to run up the right side for now. Come in a little bit because I didn't realize this color doesn't pop very well against my background. If I had known that, I would have chosen another color. So this part's very simple. Just going to go all the way down to the end. I have been trying and trying for hours this week to come up with something different. I really wanted to have a completely brand new design for the Aries bracelet. And guys, I just wasn't having any luck. I'm really sorry. I love this bracelet. I think you guys will too. I just wanted it to be a new design. I was going to release this one later on. But I was not successful at coming up with a new one for Aries. So this one is it. So there I just laid my last one straight to the very, very end. And we'll do the same on this side. But yeah, as I was saying, I was trying to come up with something else, but I have a couple other completely new bracelets. I have one for Sagittarius. I have Cancer. And I think the only one I still need to come up with is Capricorn. I'll have to double check my notes, but I'm pretty sure that's the only zodiac I do not have a design out for yet, or made up for yet. So I'll be working on that this week. Now when you get down here to the end, you're just going to bring it up to connect to that side. Like that. So take a second, go through, and push all of those down, and then meet me back at the beginning. So now we're going to lay the main part of the pattern, which is going to be the orange and the pink. I'm going to stick to the same color pattern where one side is one color and the other side is another color. So make sure you have both of those colors close by because we're going to be alternating the entire way up. And we're going to be laying a bunch of diamonds. Instead of triangles like in the Gemini, it will be diamonds. So each band will wrap around 4 pins. So I like these bands here because they're very stretchy. It's easy to get it around all 4 of them at once. So we're going to start right here. And we're going to wrap it around all 4 like that. Now I will go to the blue, and wherever my last diamond ended, so we laid it starting on this pin, but to lay the next one, I'm going to look where my last one ended, and then I will back up one, and that's where my next one starts with my next color. And now this one will go around these 4. So all of my blue will be going like in that direction. All of my green will be going in that direction. So now I'll go back to my green. That's where my last one ended. So I'm going to back up one, and that's where my next one should start. And then we'll wrap it around all 4 like that. Go back to my blue. It ended here. Back up one, and that's where I start. If you cannot get your band around all 4 at once when you're laying it, you can do this. Lay it diagonal, and then just grab your hook, and you can stretch it like this. I do have to do this when I use some of my limited edition bands. So, depends on the bands you're using. That's where I end it. I'm going to back up one, go back to my green, lay that. And we're going to be alternating all the way up. This is where I ended. I'm going to back up one and wrap it around all 4. I ended here, back up one. And you will already see that my greens are all like laying in this direction, and all of my blues, which they're kind of buried so it's hard to see them, but they're all going that way. You can see from the side, every layer will have blue on top and green on the bottom. I didn't finish that one yet. So that's how you can check as you're going to make sure you are laying it correctly. But I am just going to go ahead and continue laying mine, because I feel like I am babbling a lot. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Most of the time that it takes on this design is the laying of them. The looping, in my opinion, is really quick. I did forget to tell you guys, if you wanted the colors to be not all one color on one side, like this one, then you need to be laying 2 of the same color at the same time. So for example, I just laid my green going in that direction, and now I'm going to go back to blue. But if I wanted this pattern, I would have to lay green again, like that. So I would have green that way and green that way, and now I would do blue that way and blue that way, and you would keep alternating 2 colors at a time instead of 1. So hopefully that makes sense if you want that color combo. If you have any questions, just ask me down below, and I will help you as much as I can. Okay, so I wanted to show you that where I am right now, and I need to lay one more. The last one that we're going to lay is going to be facing the left, which will be my green. So I'll be starting right here and going to the left. I do not want one facing this direction here. The last one should be facing the left like that. So now you are going to want to turn your loom around so that the openings are facing you. And grab whatever color you used for the very first set of bands that you laid, which is my pinkish peachy color. And we're going to place a cap band on this front center pin. So just wrap it around 2 times so we can start the looping process. So we're going to start by going inside that pin. Grab the top band and bring it to the right, which is back to itself. And do the same with the bottom one. And that one goes straight. So now we're only going to run up the left side for now. We will do the right side when we're done. So we're going to go inside this pin again and loop the peach band. I'm going to call that the border. I might say border or inner color. That's the band that I'm referring to. So we're going to do that again. So go in this pin, push all of the layers out of the way to grab the bottom and loop that straight again. Now from here on out, after each time we loop that inner band forward, we also need to flip one of the diamond bands over. For my left side, I will always be flipping over, up and over a green. And the right side, well, we'll ignore the right side for now. So yes, on the left side, I will always be flipping up and over a green. So I just looped this one straight up here. If you look on that same pin, this is where we're at. If you count 4 bands down, it will be my green right there that needs to come up and over. So it will be right here. And that's what needs to come over. Now, if you're always having to count to figure out which one, it's going to take forever. So the way I do it, I look at it like this. I've just laid my border band there. And I say, what band is on top right in front of it? And it's that green one. That is the one that comes over. It's as simple as that. Then you go back in, push the remainder bands out of the way, grab the bottom, and loop it straight. From here, if I keep my loom facing this way, I just grab whatever band is in front of it and on top, which is right here. And if you look from the side, it's right there. Flip it over. And once again, you go back inside, grab the bottom, loop it forward. It's as simple as those 2 steps. So I just looped this up. I now need to grab the band that's in front and on top, right here, and flip it over. Go back in, grab the bottom, loop it straight, go to the space in front of the pin, grab the top band, and flip it over. And you just alternate these 2 steps, going forward and then grabbing that band and flipping it over. That is the last one that we flip, and now we will go in and just loop the very bottom band straight and then do that again on the top one, but bring that one diagonally into the right. On the right side, we will not be looping on that pin there. We will be stopping there, but I will explain that over there, but I wanted to tell you in case you jump ahead. So now we're going to do the same steps on the right side. So we're going to come back down here And you need to start by looping up the very bottom band. So I'm going to try to not be all in your way. So push all of the top layers out of the way, grab the bottom. I might have to turn it this way. Grab that bottom band and loop it straight forward. And now we are going to be looping on this first one. It's going to be the second band. No, excuse me, the third band right here. And it's just like on the other side. It's connecting to the one in front. So the third one on that first one. But now all the other ones, it will be the fourth again. So go in, grab the bottom and loop it forward. And now the one that you're flipping over on the right side is going to be your second color. So my left was my green, my right will now be all blue. So I just looped that straight one forward. If you count, including the one that you laid there, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the one that you flip. And it should also be the one that is on top of this pin here. So it's the same as the other side. I just wanted to show you. So we will just keep alternating that. I'm very hard on myself when I, not hard on myself, but very, like I will re-record the same steps over and over if I feel like, oh, I'm not being clear or I'm confusing or that could be done better. And I'll reshoot something over and over and over until I feel like it's good enough. So sometimes that's also why it can take me a little longer to get things out. So today I'm like just kind of pushing through. I feel like I've been fumbling over my words, maybe over explaining things, and I so badly wanted to redo it. But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to continue pushing through. I think it's been very clear, but if it is not, please let me know and I will help you. This is the last pin that we're going to be flipping any bands over on. So the third from the top, flip the same one that you've been flipping. And now the rest of them will just be the straight bottom band like so. Sorry, that was a little out of focus. I did not realize that. But just loop those 3 straight or those 2 straight. And now you will grab your C-clip. And bring both ends of the loose band together. Attach your C-clip and we can take it off of the loom. Now stick around for when I get mine off and I can show you how to tweak it. Depending on what bands you use, you may need to do a little fiddling. These bands come out nice, but some of them do need a little tweaking. So give me 1 second and I will show you that. Okay, so as I was saying, some of them do need a little tweaking. You definitely need to give it a good stretch when you take it off. But some of them, as you can see, like look at that big space there. It's not perfectly spaced out. And sometimes the inner bands are sticking out too much. So these bands over here on top affect the inner bands on the opposite side. So if you pull it, it will make this side tighter. So I go through and pull any of the ones that I feel like need to be adjusted. Pull it out loosely, and then once you go like this, it pops it nice into place. And then just do the same thing on the other side. You can, even if you feel like they don't all need it, you can go down and just do them all anyway. I'm going to do mine off camera, but just do that and then give it a pull and it makes it fall into place. So I'll go through mine and adjust once I'm all done off camera. But to close it, you're just going to locate the beginning cap band and your C-clip, pop that together, and voila. There you have the completed Aries bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it was kind of a quick one. Let me know down below if you have any trouble making this. I have some more intricate designs coming up. I have a really fun one, or at least one that I had fun with. It's a wider design as well. So yeah, if you make this, tag me on Instagram under Loves to Loom. You can find me on Facebook, and you can email me at lovestoloom@gmail.com. If you want to share your pictures with me, I love to see them. So again, this was the Aries design. I will have more to come soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye.